Have you ever found yourself in a relationship that begins flawlessly? She's into you, you're into her. Everything appears wonderful until suddenly, one day, it all changes. She starts to pull away. The texts become less frequent, the affection diminishes, and you're left questioning what went wrong. What if I told you that the key to turning this situation around lies not in pursuing her more, but in doing the exact opposite? The harsh reality is that many men lose because they are too scared to walk away. Today I'm going to show you the precise moment when walking away, when detaching, will make her pursue you. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only grasp why this approach works, but you'll also have the power to completely change the narrative. Are you ready to stop being an option and start being the prize? Today, we're delving into one of the most impactful lessons from Stoicism: detachment. The Stoics understood something thousands of years ago that most men today still haven't grasped. When you release what you cannot control, you achieve true control. In today's society, it's easy to feel as though you must constantly prove your worth to women, as if their attention affirms your value. But here's the reality: the more you chase, the less respect you earn. The more you show your need for her, the quicker her interest fades. Detachment isn't about ignoring her or acting cold. It's about recognizing your own worth and refusing to elevate her above you. Today, I'll demonstrate how adopting this ancient Stoic principle will not only make her desire your attention, but also allow you to reclaim the driver's seat of your life. If you're prepared to transition from always chasing to being the one chased, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. 1. The moment you step back. This is where the magic unfolds. You've been the one texting her, calling her, always initiating contact. But the instant you stop, she starts to notice a change. It's like taking away her favorite toy. She might not have appreciated it while she had it, but the moment it's gone, she begins to miss it. You become an absence in her life. And believe me, that absence grows louder the longer you stay away. Consider this. When was the last time she genuinely reached out to you? If she's gotten accustomed to your constant presence, she no longer values it. However, the moment you cease being her emotional support, that's when she begins to think, wait, where did he go? Women are inherently wired to respond to challenges. If you're always accessible, you're not a challenge, and she'll quickly become bored. But when you step back and reclaim your time, suddenly she's the one who feels uncertain. Stop initiating contact. Give her the space to recognize what she's missing. Cease being the one to text first. Stop asking to meet up, and quit over-investing. Why allow her to dictate your value? Each time you chase her, every time you prioritize her over your own ambitions, you're telling both her and yourself that she's more significant than you. Why? Because society has conditioned men to think they need to prove their worth to women. But here's the truth. You owe her nothing. The moment you start seeking her approval, you enter a losing game. You're essentially saying, please validate me, when in reality, the only validation that truly matters is your own. Your worth isn't derived from a woman's attention. It arises from the effort you invest in yourself, your body, your mind, your mission. When you realize this, you stop being the man who bends over backward for her and instead become the man who recognizes his time and energy are too precious to waste on someone who doesn't appreciate them. Women can sense when a man doesn't value himself. They can detect desperation from a distance. If you're perpetually seeking her validation, she'll take advantage of you. The harsh truth is that women aren't attracted to weakness. They're attracted to strength. The moment you demonstrate that you don't need her approval to feel whole, she'll start to see you differently. Suddenly, you're not the guy who's constantly in her inbox pleading for attention. You're the man focused on his own growth. And that's where genuine attraction is born. Stop measuring your self-worth by her responses. When you text, call, or make plans and she ignores you or fails to reciprocate, remember, that's her loss, not yours. Second, her response to your absence. Initially, she might not seem to care. That's the harsh reality. Women, especially in today's world, are accustomed to having men at their beck and call. They have guys liking their photos, sliding into their DMs, and practically begging for their attention. So when you pull back, her ego doesn't feel the blow right away. She's so used to being validated from various sources that for a time, she may think she's better off without you. But here's the twist. That's just surface level. Deep down, women despise losing control. When she realizes you're no longer chasing her, it won't sit well with her. Modern women are constantly validated through Instagram likes and messages from eager admirers. But the moment you stop giving her that validation, it triggers something inside her. At first, she'll act as if it doesn't affect her. She'll continue posting pictures, hanging out with friends, and pretending that you're the one missing out. But beneath it all, a seed of doubt is sprouting. She'll find herself checking her phone more often. Why? Because she's now wondering why you're not there. Remember, women crave attention just as men crave respect. The second you stop feeding her ego, she'll feel the void. She'll scroll through her messages waiting for your name to appear, and when it doesn't, she'll start to wonder. This isn't about manipulation. It's about showing her that you won't beg for her attention any longer. Trust me, once this reality sinks in, she'll be the one reaching out to you. 3. Why detachment increases attraction. Here's where many men go wrong. Society has conditioned you to believe that if you just shower her with attention, gifts, and affection, she'll eventually come around. But the truth is, the more you chase her, the faster she'll run. Women are biologically wired to be attracted to strength and mystery, not desperation. When you're constantly available and seeking her validation, you're signaling weakness, and in the brutal realm of modern dating, weakness is the death of attraction. Let me be clear. Detachment doesn't mean being rude or ignoring her. It means withdrawing your energy and investing it in yourself. When you stop concentrating on her and begin focusing on your own growth in life, she'll sense the shift. Why? Because you're no longer that needy guy. You're the man with options, the man who isn't afraid to walk away. And believe me, nothing is more attractive to a woman than a man who can walk away. In today's social media-driven world, where instant gratification is the norm, your detachment becomes a formidable weapon. She's used to guys flooding her DMs, liking all her photos, and providing attention on command. But when you aren't part of that chaos, she'll start to wonder what's he up to? Who's he with? Curiosity transforms into attraction. Detachment creates an aura of mystery, and mystery, my friend, is the key to getting her hooked. 4. Overcoming the fear of losing her. This is where many men stumble. The fear of losing her terrifies you, right? You think that if you don't text her, call her, or bend over backward for her, she'll forget about you and move on to someone else. But let me ask you this. What kind of woman leaves you just because you took a step back? If she does, she's revealing her true colors. She never valued you in the first place. Here's a hard truth, men. If she doesn't respect you, she doesn't deserve you. Let that sink in. The fear of losing her is merely that. Fear. It's an illusion. A lie perpetuated by a world that claims your worth is tied to how hard you pursue women. The reality is that if you're chasing her, you've already lost. You need to flip the script. Fear is her weapon, not yours. She uses it to keep you running after her, afraid of losing her attention or approval. None of that matters. What matters is that you stop fearing to walk away. Men today have been conditioned to believe that if they don't continuously prove their worth to a woman, she'll leave. But the truth is that when you start detaching and living your life without needing her, she begins to fear losing you. You become the man who doesn't rely on her for validation, and that makes you powerful. Start today by flipping the fear. The next time you feel the urge to text her out of fear, she'll forget about you. Channel that energy into focusing on yourself, your goals, and your passions. Watch how quickly the dynamic shifts.